गोवाच्या या विशेष कार्यक्रमात आपलं पुन्हा एकदा स्वागत. आजची केस आहे एब्स्कॉन्डिंग बिल्डर अँड 40 विक्टिम्स. नेमकं काय घडलं या केसमध्ये, कशा पद्धतीनं न्याय मिळवून दिला कंझ्युमर कोर्टनं, ते आपण ऐकत आहोत. सर, जेव्हा हे when these 40 victims came before consumer court,
Yes.
what was the first thing consumer court did?
Yes, as is done in every case, whenever people come and file a complaint, we issue notice to the other side. So similarly, the builder was issued a notice. His lawyer came and he gave his say, tried to give some defense, saying shortage of this, shortly I will do, etc. Some promises. Finally, the consumer court, our consumer commission, passed an order directing this builder, within 60 days you have to complete all these flats and give the possession. Also execute sale deed. And we also awarded some small compensation and costs for these people having to wait for so long.
So even after that,
yes, that is where it became a bit more interesting. Interesting in the sense it became a bit more tragic. This order, our order directed builder to do this within 60 days. Within 10 to 15 days from our order, he tried to go there and tried to collect all his construction material from the site.
is it?
His construction material, his machinery, sacks of sand, cement, bricks, he tried to remove them all. Unfortunately for him, and fortunately for the 40 victims, many of them were hanging around the site because they were expecting that within 50 days now we will get our houses. So they wanted to supervise how the construction is going on.
Okay.
They found that no construction has started. Instead, the builder is trying to remove. So they all stopped him from removing. At that stage, he gave them a written undertaking, saying, I need this material to complete some other site. As soon as I complete that site, I'll get a lot of money, which I'll invest in this project and complete this also within some time. I call them victims because they believed him. They allowed him to go away. That was the last any of them ever saw him. After that, they never saw him.
Okay.
He disappeared.
So, in such case, what rights consumer commission has to take action?
Yes, exactly. What happens is, if a order has been passed, for example, if an order has been passed for me to pay you 1 lakh in 30 days, 45 days have passed, but I have not paid you. So what can the court do? You go back to the court and say, this gentleman has not paid me. So the consumer court has 2 rights. A, confiscate my property, sell it. Out of the sale proceeds, give your 1 lakh with interest, and balance will be given to me. Second is, arrest me. The consumer court can put me in arrest for up to 3 years. However, if I do not have any property to confiscate, then what can be confiscated? What can be sold? Secondly, if I am not found, then who can the consumer court arrest? So these measures, even if they appear strict, they do not become effective, as we found in this case. He has no property in Goa, no known property in Goa or elsewhere which we could confiscate, nor could he be traced. We sent notices everywhere, but he could not be traced. Notices were even published in newspapers, not only in Goa, but in Bangalore and Hyderabad, where somebody said he is there, but he never turned up.
Okay. So how challenging it was for consumer court to
It became a very challenging affair because, as I said, if there is no property that can be confiscated, how can the consumer be compensated? And if he can't be arrested, then he has no fear.
Yes.
If somebody is going to be arrested, then he gets afraid. He sells maybe some jewelry and tries to pay back.
Yes.
But that did not happen because he was absconding.
सर, मग अशा परिस्थितीमध्ये कंझ्युमर कमिशनने आपली सीमा पार करून इतर राज्यातही त्याला शोधण्याचा प्रयत्न केला. मग हे सुद्धा राईट्स कंझ्युमर च्या हातात, कमिशनच्या हातात असता का?
ऑफकोर्स,
म्हणजे गोव्या बाहेर जाऊन कारवाई करण्याची.
if there is an absconding person, or even if there is an opposite party anywhere in India, we can send a notice to him. We can send an arrest warrant to, for example, to Police Commissioner Delhi, to Police Commissioner Hyderabad, arrest so and so person at XYZ address. So any consumer commission, we are practically a court.
Okay, but what has happened in this particular case? Why the builder was still, I think he's still absconding.
He is absconding because nobody could find him. As on today, he is absconding. Finally, one measure that we did was we issued a standing warrant in his name.
Okay.
A standing warrant is something which remains permanently on. Wherever and whenever he is found anywhere in India, then any policeman in an airport, in a police station, in a bus stand, or on the roads, any policeman has the right to arrest him and produce him before us, provided he is found. So a standing warrant has been issued.
Okay. So कधीही त्याला अरेस्ट करू शकतो.
Correct.
In this case, I would like to know what were the mistakes this victim had done, because as far as you said, the builder is still absconding.
Yes.
How did they trust a person who is not able to be traced?
That is the tragedy. I would not say the mistake done by these victims. In India, lower middle class people, they need house. You buy your house once in a lifetime. You finally trust somebody. You cannot trust the biggest builder. You cannot trust a big name in builder. You can trust them, but you do not afford them. So you try to buy something which is in your budget. I would not call it as a mistake. I would call it that they were
The victim?
cheated. They were the victims.
Okay. ह्या केसमध्ये इंटरेस्टिंग अशी गोष्ट आहे की ज्या बिल्डरवरती या 40 जणांनी विश्वास ठेवला होता तो आजतागायत ॲब्स्कॉन्डिंग आहे. अजूनपर्यंत तो हाती लागलेला नाही. पण कन्झ्युमर कोर्ट्सकडे हे हक्क आहेत की आपल्या सीमेबाहेर जाऊन ते अशा फसवणुकीमध्ये कारवाई करू शकतात, नोटीसही बजावू शकतात. हे सरांकडून आज आम्हाला कळलेलं आहे. सर, यानंतर जेव्हा ही केस जेव्हा पुढे जात होती तेव्हा इतर राज्याकडून, तुम्ही बेंगलोर म्हणालात आणि इतर, तेव्हा तिथल्या कन्झ्युमर कोर्टची काही मदत वगैरे लागली का? किंवा
नाही, तशी आम्हाला मदत लागत नाही. कोर्टाला ट्रान्सफर करायची केस नसते.
अच्छा.
त्यामुळे आमच्या कोर्टानी, कन्झ्युमर कोर्टानी, जेव्हा पोलीस कमिशनर त्या ठिकाणचं, त्याला जेव्हा आम्ही सांगतो की ह्या माणसाला ह्या पत्त्यावर जाऊन अरेस्ट करायचं आहे, तेव्हा ते केलं जातं.
सो द केस इज नॉट ट्रान्सफर्ड, इट इज स्टील.
No, केस इज नॉट ट्रान्सफर्ड. केस इज विथ अस. वी इन्स्ट्रक्ट द पोलीस कमिशनर्स at whichever place to take necessary action in arresting the person.
ओके. एक्झिक्युशन कशा पद्धतीनं जातं मग ते पुढे?
Number one is he gets arrested, but in this particular case, as I said, execution could not go in the normal circumstances because there was no property to be confiscated.
Okay.
And so nothing could be confiscated, nothing could be sold. Hence, we gave the consumers their rights in a slightly different way. We went a little bit off the track.
या केसमध्ये आता न्याय कसा मिळवून दिला ह्या 40 जणांना ते आपण जाणून घेणार आहोत. कारण सगळ्यात मोठी गोष्ट म्हणजे बिल्डर गायब आहे, त्याची कोणतीही प्रॉपर्टी गोव्यामध्ये मिळाली नाही, गोव्याबाहेर त्याला शोधण्याचा प्रयत्न केला, ट्रेस होऊ शकला नाही. त्यामुळे नंतर कन्झ्युमर कोर्टनं या ग्राहकांना, फसवल्या गेलेल्या ग्राहकांना कसा न्याय मिळवून दिला ते जाणून घेणं मनोरंजनात्मक ठरणार आहे. कुठेही जाऊ नका, पाहत रहा इन गोवा 24 तास.